Hello, everybody, and welcome to UCF Rosen College of Hospitality here in Orlando, the city beautiful. Today, I'm going to talk to you about some knives. My name's Frank, Chef Frank. I'm going to talk to you about some knives and how we use them and some of the other kitchen tools. Knives are basically an extension of your hand. You're going to be using them every day when you work in a kitchen, so it's very important you get comfortable with them, learn how to respect them and look after them. We also need to talk a little bit about knife safety. So obviously, we want to avoid the little cuts and nicks that we can get on our hands. So some rules to follow. If a knife drops on the floor, you just let it fall, let it hit the floor. Don't try and catch it with your hand or juggle it with your foot. You're asking for an accident. Never put knives in a full sink of water, very dangerous. Never walk around the kitchen with a knife. If you do have to, have the knife at your side, not sticking right out where you can stab people. Also, a sharp knife is a happy knife. You're much less likely to cut yourself badly with a sharp knife than you are a blunt knife, which we'll talk more about as we get further down the line on some of these videos. So that's about it, guys. That's safety talked about. Let's get on to actually some of the knives now. So the first one we're going to talk about is a chopping knife. These are a little heavier, different sizes or lengths. Yeah, you mainly use for chopping. Then we have our paring knife. This is used for much more intricate work, such as deveining shrimp or supreming an orange, or maybe turning a potato. Then we have our boning knife, which we use for butchery. Sometimes you might have to bone out a leg of lamb or a pork loin, so you need the right knife to do it with. Using the correct knife for the right job is also a very good safety thing to remember. Then we have our fish fillet knife. This is a little more flexible, so it's easy to get under those flat fish bones and for taking the skin off. And of course, something that we're going to need a lot is a peeler. These are very useful. They work away from you or towards you. And obviously, we need to keep our knives sharp. We've already talked about a sharp knife is a happy knife. And when you're sharpening a knife, very simple, you hold it 20 degrees, and you just slide it all the way down the steel. No more than 6 times. If you do it more than 6 or 7 times, you're more likely to blunt the knife than you are sharpen it. You're much better to do it frequently, keeping it nice and sharp. Then we have a couple of carving knives. These are nice if you're doing maybe some display cooking outside and you're carving a prime rib. They're again different types. You can have serrated ones or you can have ones that aren't serrated. As long as they're kept sharp, they'll do a great job for you. A zester, again, nice. I'm going to zest that lemon, zest that orange, get that fragrance on top of the salad or on top of the dessert that we're presenting. A corer makes life very simple for you. If you've got apples to do, straight down the middle, twist, pull, away it goes. You're ready to work. You've got no mess in there. Then we have our wonderful little Parisienne scoops. Some people call them melon ballers, but the correct term is Parisienne scoop. And again, we have different sizes. You can get them even smaller than some of the ones we have here, and that's the smallest one we have here. Again, it's going to depend on what you're making. If you're doing some potatoes or some melons for a fruit salad, maybe for, obviously not the potatoes for the fruit salad, guys, this would be a perfect size to use. But if you're doing some nice mango or papaya for a dessert or an appetizer, you might want a little more elegant, a little more petite ball, which again is going to make things look very nice on your plate. Carving fork, again, very useful in case you need to put it in that meat. You don't want to hold it with your hand. When we talk about safety, some people like to wear a cut glove. I find them quite cumbersome, but they are useful if you're doing cleaning something like an automatic slicing machine. They will keep you a lot safer because that's very difficult. There's parts of there that's difficult to get into, so wearing a cut glove is very, very useful. So I think that just about covers everything on the knives.
Hey, wait, chef. We need some cheese for lunch.
Cheese, see, you never stop here. Oh, my God, that's a big piece of cheese, Caesar. That's a nice block of Parmesan. So let me have a think. What should I use? My paring knife, see, think my paring knife looks good? No, so again, a specialty knife, guys. Here it is, our beautiful, beautiful cheese cutter. Right, again, we're thinking safety now. We're thinking safety. It's much easier to take this and use it to cut through our big block of cheese. Just rocking and rolling here, guys, just like Elvis. And there. We go. A nice piece of Parmesan cheese, safely cut, ready to grate for our pasta rush at lunchtime. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this today. We're going to continue on with some more videos later. Wherever you are in the USA, I hope you're having a great day and look forward to talking to you again. Thank you very much.